innovation. Over the past 45 years, we've built a financially healthy and strong bank, demonstrated our commitment to our customers and to growing businesses, and exhibited originality and innovation at every turn. At UMB, our focus is built around people, service, products, and technology. These are the key to our present success and our future triumphs. At UMB, we're poised to make a difference not only with our customers, but also in the banking industry. We invite you to share in our future. Our future starts now with you.
It's 52 days to election 2020. Welcome to your election headquarters. This is Joy News at 6 with me, Bernice Abubeidu-Lansa. Electoral violence is a crime punishable by years in prison. Avoid it. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra. Also on Love 99.5 FM in Kumasi. Affiliates across Ghana, including Swiss 93.7 FM in Hull and worldwide at myjoyonline.com. Coming up, the Asante Hene Otumfuo said to charges the IGP to deal with the proliferation of weapons, increased highway robbery, and tightened security ahead of the 2020 elections.
There are a lot of small arms in the country. Why is that so? It means the people do not trust you, the police.
And former President John Mahama says he supports armed police protection for members of parliament, but urges government to deal with security concerns in the country.
For somebody like him to die in an incident like this means that we need to wake up and make sure that we deal with the issue of armed robbery so that all our people are safe.
In business, rating agency Fitch will not review Ghana's credit rating of B with a stable outlook anytime soon. We'll tell you why in 15 minutes.
And minority political presidential aspirants lock horns on Joy News Imani Africa debate as they propose policy initiatives and ways to deal with pertinent challenges in Ghana, including corruption, unemployment, and insecurity.
So my government will borrow the money to invest in this country, to grow every sector of the economy, to generate jobs and to grow and to create wealth.
It is only when you don't know how to manage the economy that is when you go borrowing.
Details in a moment. Thanks for your company. The details now. The Asante Hene Otumfuo Osei Tutu II has expressed worry about the proliferation of weapons in the country. He says the increase of arms could be a sign that people have lost trust in the police. The issue of weapons has become a threat to security as the general elections draw near. Otumfuo expressed concern when the IGP James Opombuenu paid a courtesy call on him ahead of a police simulation exercise for election 2020. Nana Aljima has more.
A research conducted by the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center in 2014 revealed 2.3 million small arms are in civilian hands, with 1.1 million of them unregistered. Police records show only 100,000 of licenses for these registered arms are renewed annually. Otumfuo Osei Tutu is charging the police to deal with the proliferation of arms in the country. I read yesterday that there are a lot of small arms in the country. Why is that so? If it has gotten to a point that civilians are purchasing small arms for themselves, then it means the people do not trust you, the police. You will have to consider that critically to ensure that this election is peaceful. The occupants of the Golden Stool also wants police to thoroughly investigate recent issues of insecurity in the country, especially highway robberies. He believes the ability of the police to handle such issues will contribute to peaceful elections. You have been trained to investigate such matters. I entreat you to investigate all the issues. The IGP, James Opombuenu, after witnessing a simulation exercise by the police, assured the public of heightened security throughout the election period.
What I'm saying that before, during, and after the elections, we are prepared to deal with any situation that comes.
From Kumasi for Joy News, Nana Aljima reporting.
Now, former President John Dramani Mahama has thrown his weight behind government's plan to provide members of parliament with police protection. Interior Minister Ambrose Derry on Tuesday announced the deployment following the gruesome murder of MP from Fantaman, Eko Kwanza Hayford, allegedly by armed highway robbers. The former president, however, urged government to do more to address security concerns in the country. He spoke to the media after commiserating with the late MP's family on Thursday.
It is unfortunate that at a time like this, especially in the run-up to an election, that somebody like him, a whole member of parliament, who had filed his nomination, ran again for re-election, should die in the way that he did. It's a call to us, the leaders, to make sure that our people are safer. For somebody like him to die in an incident like this means that we need to wake up and make sure that we deal with the issue of armed robbery so that all our people are safe. I think that in the meantime, we need to give some protection to our leaders like the MPs and provide them with some armed guards so that they're able to protect them while we work towards making the country safer for all of us.
Former President and flag bearer of the NDC, John Dramani Mahama there. This is your election headquarters, and minority political presidential aspirants locked horns on Joy News Imani Africa debate with bold statements about why the electorate should consider them as a formidable third force. They were both moderate and radical proposals on the best way to deal with some of the endemic issues facing the country. Here's a news desk report with highlights of the debate, which happened at the University of Professional Studies in Accra.
Was an electrified stage with the presidential candidates of the minority political parties sharing their vision, major policy alternatives, and proposals to tackle the endemic issues stagnating Ghana's development. Each of the presidential aspirants had a message of hope for the country. Bridget Jogbanuku of the PPP.
When I speak of economic empowerment especially, I'm talking about jobs for the youth and for the people of Ghana.
CPP presidential candidate Ivor Greenstreet and the APC's Hassan Ayariga.
We believe that it is possible for Ghanaians, wherever they may be spread over this our beloved land, to achieve their dreams.
I believe Ghana is in crisis, leadership crisis. The APC is founded based on an all-inclusive governance concept.
David Apasera of the PNC and LPG's Kofi Akpalu announced their major policy statements on the big stage.
Lack, want, poverty, and deprivation will be a thing of the past.
And in government, I'm going to put money directly into people's pocket by introducing unemployment benefits and child benefit.
The debate centered around law and order, security, unemployment, among others. It took a heated turn when moderators asked the candidates what their economic recovery policies were for the country.
So my government will borrow the money to invest in this country to grow every sector of the economy, to generate jobs and to grow and to create wealth.
It is only when you don't know how to manage the economy that is when you go borrowing.
Then came the radical proposals on how some of the candidates intend to deal with corruption and the perceived breakdown in security.
If we try the tougher punishment and it doesn't restrain people from corruption, we have to go that length. And when we go that length, if you steal and you know if you are caught, you will die. You will not steal. You are stealing to eat. And when you know that you will be caught and shot, you will not do it.
Well, let's implement the law and apprehend those who are involved in corruption first. I don't believe in people being shot for corruption, but I'm sure that there are tougher sanctions than what we are implementing now.
That both of the parties which have been ruling us for the last 28 years have been corrupt. They go into opposition, they claim about finding things difficulty. All of a sudden they're in office and they appear to be happy moving around with all the money in the world.
If we find that you're corrupt, that your salary cannot buy you the kind of cars you use, your salary cannot fetch you the kind of house you live in, you will have to answer to a special independent prosecutor, not the one we have, an autonomous special independent.
The debate undoubtedly amplified the voices of the minority political parties, if not a shot at convincing the electorate they are the third force the Ghanaian political landscape has been clamoring for.
That was a News Desk report. And before we go, our drive safe tip for the day brought to you